afternoon. This is our final presentation for manufacturing process. We did the system of Champions Power equipment for 500 pounds, and we are group 4, and we are composed by Daniel Garcia, Andy Flores, Omar Gandara, and myself.
Winches serve a simple purpose. They exert force that pulls one object toward another using a cable or rope. Whichever object is the lightest or has the least resistance is the one that moves. If your ATV gets stuck in the buggy area, you can secure the rope or cable from your winch to an object with a law of mass that can act as an anchor. Then you engage the winch and allow the powerful motor to turn the drum.
All winches have motors that drive or power the drum that spools the wire. An electric winch, however, uses an electric motor. This electric motor is powered by electricity, just like a drum motor. Current changes on opposing poles to spin a magnet that powers the motor and turns on the switch. Since a winch is still heavy duty, the electric motor on the winch must be robust with a solid electrical system that can handle a lot of charge. The winch motor also needs to adjust to handle heavier loads. Advanced winches that are what are called planetary gear trains or elliptical gears. As you might guess, these work in such as a planet orbiting the sun. One small gear rotates around a larger gear, making it easier to pull a large object. Winches can have any type of gear assembly, but most are elliptical or ordinary gear trains, with successfully smaller gears. Power supplies electric winches operate on a power supply like any other electrical system. They can be powered by either AC or DC systems. Many ATV winches are DC powered and run straight off a ATV battery. Other truck or trailer winches run on a simple 12-volt DC battery. Winches do not use a large amount of electricity. Mainly, their gear system is doing all the work.
Material requirements: the aircraft cable calls for corrosive-resistant, load-bearing material. These properties make galvanized steel a perfect choice of material in this system. A system in which requires a material that is durable in highly abrasive terrain such as rocks, mud, or sand. The cable in this specific system has a load capacity of 4,500 pounds. The clevis hook requires the same kind of requirements such as corrosion-resistant and load-bearing. Its durability in acidic environments make it desirable in the jobs that winch will perform. The planetary system provides greater speeds, radial and axial loads that offer reliability and robustness. Said that gears are always under a force. This is why the material selection is very important. Gears required in specific heat treatment in order to be resistant to all those forces. Solenoid iron core must be made of magnetizable materials. There are many metallic materials that can be magnetized, such as steel, cobalt, nickel. Normally, carbon steel is a traditional magnetizable material, except for 304 stainless steel. Other steel types can also be magnetized. The material for the winch drum has to have a property of resistance to friction. For it to resist all the friction the steel cable is producing on it due to the pulling. The wireless remote control of the winch has to be made from material which has a thermal resistance due to the heat of the circuits produced. The free-spooling clutch must allow for the temperature resistance and durability in terms of engagement smoothness. This particular type of material must also have a high heat resistance and reduced fade, as it has a more metallic content. All its properties must give the ability for it to be resistant to temperatures up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit with an increased burst strength. Now, for the material selected, the galvanized steel material was selected for its corrosion-resistant properties and its low maintenance and repair cost. The zinc layer acts as a protectant for outside forces such as rust, seawater, or highly abrasive particles. Type 316 stainless steel was selected not only because it's corrosion-resistant, but also because of its ability to handle high stress situations. Now, CM415 chrome alloy steel was selected as the best material for the ATV winch planetary system, since with thermal refining it gets a brittle hardness of 290 to 310. It also has more strength than the S45C or the SCM440. Now, the iron of solenoid is used to enhance the magnetism of the solenoid. Therefore, you just need to choose the material with magnetic permeability larger than 1. For example, the metal oxides like manganese, cobalt, And also, the larger the magnetic permeability of materials is, the larger the magnetic field it can create. Now, the drum is a cylinder on which the wire rope is stored. It can feed or wind the rope depending on the remote winch switch. That being said, it is natural to have a good material who can resist all the friction the rope makes. 45% of steel with a tensile strength of 600 megapascals is the perfect material for this part. This remote in specific is very important since it activates the wireless system by pressing and holding the power button on the wireless remote for 3 seconds. Since it is a very important part of the mechanism, it is important to have resistant material to protect it. For instance, ABS, which is a very durable and reliable type of plastic. Now, cast iron was chosen to be the ideal candidate for the free spoiling clutch as it has a wide range of advantages. It has a good casting properties, high machinability, good wear resistance, as well as good vibration damping. It can withstand greater loads and has a good degree of resistance against corrosion. And also, lastly, the best candidate for the dynamic braking system is steel. It is tensile. It also has a high strength to weight ratio, which means it has high strength per unit mass.
The primary process for galvanization is the zinc plating, and where the parts are submerged into a molten zinc bath known as hot dipping. While submerged, the metal reacts to the iron in the steel and molten zinc, creating that protective layer. On the other hand, the processes for clevis hooks is being stamped, hot stamped, as it is exposed to high temperatures, taking mold of the shape of the hook. The manufacturing processes for the gears is a machining with a milling machine or other cutting mechanisms. Depending on the size of the gear, it should be remembered that these gears can be manufactured by casting, forging, extrusion, stretching, rolling, powder metallurgy, or sheet die cutting. The wire used in the solenoid is shaped by the application forces that change its contour. That is, it can be bent, perforated, stamped, beveled, stretched, or the application of many more techniques to achieve the desired shape. The process for the witch drum starts by having the mold of the metal 45% carbon. The metal is going to be heated for it to be ductile and then put into the mold to create the shape of the product. 45% steel is a good material because of the hardness and strength. This process can make the material more durable since it's being heated and then cooled. The primary process for the wiring of this remote is by starting to working and inserting all the materials on the board of the controller. The second step is to have the polymers and composite materials ready for the mold. The injection molding is ready to heat and give the desired shape of the product. After injection, the machine brings the finished board and inserts the board inside of the case of the controller. The main process for efficient production of clutches is by fine blanking, an automated metal precision working process. More specifically, it's a special type of stamping process that produces parts of enhanced accuracy, flatness, edge characteristics, and when compared to conventional stamping.
What we learned after doing this project is that selecting material is a major key for the final product. Also, the manufacturing process, it's the second one since it gives the shape of the material and also it improves the material properties. Having a good process, a continuous improvement process, it will affect the product by having less defects on it.